Michael, perhaps we could start with just some comments with respect to Jesse. He has been, I guess, had some criticisms with respect to his performance, but from a teammate's perspective, you would have known firsthand what he was going through.
Yeah, it's a tough time for Jesse and his family. All the players and the whole club are rallying behind him. Thoughts are with him. It's surely a tough time for him and his family. So just give him time to grieve with his family.
Your own form, how do you feel? It was a nice way to return. Obviously the team didn't get the result that they wanted, but you personally played well.
Yeah, it was disappointing we didn't end up getting the win. We were in a good position to finish off the game, but we ran out of legs and Richmond were really good in that last quarter. Personally, it was just nice to be out there playing again, and felt pretty comfortable, and that the game didn't go past me. So on that note, it's pretty good. But yeah, we wanted the 4 points and we didn't get them.
Just from a fitness perspective, you're awesome until three-quarter time, and I guess ran out of legs in the last quarter. You'll obviously be better for the run.
Yeah, I think we'll be better for the run as well. We learned a fair bit from what happened in the last quarter, and I think just getting a game under my belt personally is good.
Was the difference the fact that you didn't have a full bench? Do you reckon you hang on if you had it?
You could say that's one part of it, but we went through the tape and there's a few things there where we weren't organised, and if we were, and it could have been a different result. But 2 men on the bench definitely didn't help.
Bit of banter already with your former teammates ahead of this weekend, especially Michael Hurley?
Yeah, Hurl's been sending me a few texts and ringing me. I'm sure there'll be a bit of banter in the next few days, and even on Sunday as well.
I think he said that you were talking up your performance against Richmond.
Don't listen to a word he says, he lies.
You've touched on it in your first answer, Michael. With all that you've been through, it must have been was it a relief knowing that you're still a good footballer? I know it sounds a silly comment, but your first game back has always been unsure.
Yeah, definitely. It was a big build-up emotionally into the game. 18 months out, and it was a relief to actually be able to play and perform quite well. You're not sure how the game changes every year. It gets quicker and harder. So to come back and to not feel too out of place was good.
The way that Simon Goodwin coaches, does that help your game?
I think the way that we play as a group, it's a real team defence, which helps me, and we're playing some exciting football, which as an attacking half-back, it's enjoyable.
You've had a lot of guys change clubs and go back and play their old clubs, but you've had a significant shared experience with a lot of those guys at Edison. Does that change the dynamic at all as how you go into this game, or does it just not matter at all? No,
it's just it's another game of footy. I'm playing against some mates who are still close friends of mine, and it's an old club that, and I've been through a lot with all these guys. So it will be an emotional night in a way, but at the end of the day, it's another game of footy, and hopefully we can get a win.
Just from a load perspective, Essendon obviously coming off the half-day game before you guys, so are you expecting them to be tired in that regard, or do you think that how will that be a factor?
I think that with fitness staff and physios and the way they, the sports science people control loads these days, I think they'll be fine. We're only half a day behind them, so I think they'll be fine. And 6-day break for us as well isn't ideal, but we'll adjust to it.
The season starts to slip away just a little bit if you don't get the win.
I wouldn't say that just yet. It's only round 6, so is it round 6? Yeah, it'll be round 6. So we need a win, which will help. Will help us, in the longer part of the year. But I wouldn't put us out just too early anyway.
Obviously, you want to win, and you guys were disappointed. But Simon did a good job post game of maintaining a real air of positivity around the group. That obviously it's impressed upon the players as well.
Yeah, he's a positive guy, Goody. Even though we've lost a few games we should have won in the last few weeks, he's always found the positives. And as a player, you appreciate that. We need to be better at finishing off games, and hopefully we put ourselves in a good position this week against Essendon.
And you've got Cam Pedersen, who'll probably be the obvious replacement to come into the ruck. How do you think he's going to go?
If Cam comes in, I'm sure he'll play a role. He's played that role before and done quite well. So Jack Watts has done a pretty good job in the replacement of Gorney and Spence on the weekend. So those guys will fill in the role.
And Jordan Lewis comes back this week as well. How much have you missed him?
Yeah, we have 3 games he's missed. So he's just a super leader and a super player. So he's going to be very good for us, I'm sure.
Mindfully be focused on your own game, Hibbo. What's your thoughts with respect to solving this unique ruck problem that you guys have got?
Well, I'm not on the selection panel of the team, but yeah, if Cam or Jack come in, they've done it before, and I think that's probably where we'll start with it.